It's Chantrell and Daryl, and welcome to the God Said No YouTube channel. Oh, y'all, it's been a week. It's been a week. It's been a month. Daryl and I have been trying to record this video since. Do you know what today is? It was our anniversary.
Yep, our anniversary.
Yeah, we are celebrating
8 years.
Ooh, 8 years.
Long time.
It's been a journey. How do you feel we've done for 8 years?
We've done. I think we've done good.
We've done good. We've done good. Okay.
We all right.
We did our. So Daryl and I generally for our anniversary time do check-ins. And we haven't done a check-in, so let's check in. This last year for us has been the most challenging. Would you say?
This year?
This past year.
You're including COVID.
Jackson,
yeah.
Our total life together.
Second most challenging.
What was our first challenge?
When this happened to them.
Okay.
Yeah. So this kind of prepared us for it.
I think for me, my perspective and my experience with what happened to Darren was different than your experience. So for me, this has been our most challenging year because my role in what happened with Darren was different from yours.
Yeah.
And okay. So our check-ins usually involved what have I done best as your wife this past year? Or in these 8 years?
You just been supportive.
Been supportive.
You supported me in my dreams and what I wanted to do. And you kind of put you didn't put all of your dreams, but you kind of put yourself to the side. So that's the best thing you could have done. And I think what I know is going to pay out for us.
What does that mean?
I mean, we're traditional, where the man leads and you allow me to lead.
Do you feel like I've always done that?
In the very beginning, it was rough. It was a battle because you were used to being Miss Independent. So being married to somebody and taking the back seat was rough for you.
Taking the back seat?
I'm just saying letting somebody else take over.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, I feel like we don't necessarily. Daryl's big on we don't do gender roles, but I feel like we do have gender roles. Roles aren't traditional. I feel like we take turns leading. I do what I do best, and you do what you do best. Do you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What has been the most challenging moment for us relationship-wise?
I don't know. Nothing comes off our most challenging moment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know what? I want to say family.
Family. How so?
Dealing with family issues.
Amongst ourselves or amongst our family?
Our family.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you say our family, yeah.
We've learned to lean toward each other more.
Mm.
And we've kind of not relied on family as much.
I think that's still something I'm working on.
Yeah.
Because I have a big thing of my mom's always been my best friend for a long time. And so I've leaned on my mom a lot when I hadn't even talked to Daryl about anything. And in this last year with COVID and with Jackson, I've had to lean on him a lot more. And that's giving him the chance to show me that he can show up for me.
Yes.
And I didn't give you that chance always. I always gave it to someone else. And I feel like that's something that I've grown in doing in this last year.
Yeah.
Our relationship. So Daryl and I have been in conflict the last week.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think we work through conflict?
Okay, you need to elaborate.
Okay, so we've been in conflict where I'm generally a grudge holder, and I've worked on that.
Yes, you are.
I've worked on that.
Your grudges last for a week, 2 weeks.
Could be. But I feel like they're merited. But that's neither here nor there. Daryl and I have been in conflict about a lot of things. And I feel like it was stress induced. Darren was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Jackson got sick. I got sick.
Mm-hmm.
You had to miss work.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all of that, we had been doing so well. And I feel like all of that compiled upon us, and we argued about the simplest thing, and there was no resolve. How do we find resolve? Like, where in it do you say, okay, this is what we're going to do? And how do you get there?
When it gets to the point where we're starting to separate from each other.
What does that look like?
Like, what was it, just yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
That was just yesterday. You were wanting to leave.
Okay, clarify.
Not leave like divorce kind of leave, but like leave the house. I'm like, no, stay here. We're going to work this out. We're going to talk about it.
I'm a runner. I'm a runner. I've always been a runner. And
I got a good example. My first 2 years in the Navy, she decided to run. We were in Bremerton, Washington. No, we were in Silverdale, Washington. That's right outside of Bremerton where I was stationed. And she wanted to leave. She left the apartment and she rode around. Like, you're like 2,000 miles away from home. Where are you going to go?
I found somewhere to go.
Yeah, but still, there was no. I mean, you're 2,000 miles away. Yeah. You can't just you can't just hop a flight and go home. It don't work like that.
That made us grow up because let's tell the story. Okay, so I'm going to be candid and frank and transparent. Daryl and I met and we became fast friends, fast lovers. Everything for us happened fast. Except for us having Jackson. Like, we waited a while before we decided to have
8
children
years
together.
Yeah.
So everything happened fast. And I need to give my mother a public apology. A lot of people don't know this. Daryl, and I never use this word, Daryl and I eloped. And to me, I never use this word because I'm like, oh, people elope. Why would you do that to your family? And then one day, I thought about it. And even my mom said something to me. This is probably a year ago. I was pregnant with Jackson, and she's like, I hope your child never do to you what you did to me. And I was like, what does that mean? And she's like, you ran off and got married, and you didn't even tell me. And I didn't tell my mom for months. And me and my mom and my family are really close. But let me tell you why. I've always been in the business of people pleasing. And that included my family. That included my friends. Everybody, I lived my life to people please. When Daryl and I got together, it was a breath of fresh air. It was fun. It was new. It was no judgment. It was no pretense. So when we decided to get together, I felt alive. Like, he gave me his sense of was like.
I wasn't that bad.
No, you're not that bad, but we complement each other where you don't care about what people think about you.
No.
You don't care about what anyone has to say. And I care way too much. And you gave me a sense of just figure it out, just be yourself, just live for you, and I never had that. And I've always just lived my life for people or acceptance or approval. And in that moment, Daryl asked me to marry him over the phone. It was several different kinds of proposals, but
it wasn't a traditional proposal. But here we are 8 years later. We got married May 23rd, 2013. And on my lunch break at work, there was a lunch break?
It was not lunch break. I took extra time on my lunch break. Okay. But you picked me up from work. We would have got married and you dropped me back off at work. But during that time, I never intended to move where Daryl was stationed, but we saw that wouldn't work, and I moved to where he was, and that's where we grew. But I want to apologize to my mother and my family for robbing them of the experience of us.
And I want to apologize too, because I was selfish,
We were selfish in the moment. We were wrapped up in our love and us so bad that we didn't include the people that were the most important to us. And that was wrong. Yeah. It wasn't wrong for us to do what we felt was right, but it was wrong to not be honest about it and forthcoming and inclusive of that. And I robbed my mom. I'm an only child with my mom. And I robbed her of that moment, and I have to acknowledge that. And that caused strain on you guys' relationship. Because I didn't even know you felt a kind of way about how we got married. They didn't have issues, but they didn't talk. And
then the issue with the marriage, I was ignorant to saying, hey, you got to tell your parents before you do it. I didn't know, I don't know anybody that had to. I don't know many people that were traditional anyway. Mm-hmm. I only heard about that through TV. Mm-hmm. Like you tell your parents, and then which parents pay for the wedding. I didn't know all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. Most of us don't. So.
Mm-hmm. And we had a wedding later, a year later, July 12th, 2014. We had our wedding, but we were married a whole year, and I didn't want to move with him and not be his wife, so it was important for me for that to happen. But we did everything in a fashion that we aren't proud of, but we're proud of. Yeah. We're proud of that we made the decision and we've honored our covenant, but we're not proud of how we did that. Yeah. But we've had a lot of instances where we've shown up for each other. Uh-huh. And in the time that I moved to Washington, it was just me and you. And it was me, you, and Darren, me, you, and Deuce for a while. And it grew me up in a way that I didn't even know I needed to be grown up. It helped me resolve conflict, not run, not be so selfish. I didn't know that I was so selfish. I am one of the most giving people. I will give you literally this shirt off my back, but it's other ways to be selfish. And I was selfish emotionally, and I've grown a lot during that, and our relationship has grown a lot.
You know what? I wanna apologize to my family and friends that I kind of just said. I didn't say forget you, but I kind of just forgot about everybody because I was in the midst of trying to figure it out. We're all on this journey in life, and you're just trying to figure things out, and you may forget some people along the way because they're not moving in the same direction you're moving. That doesn't. You tend to grow apart, and that happens naturally. It's just a part of growing up. But you're supposed to meet back up at a certain point one day, and hoping that you guys are. Hopefully, you can pick up on where you left off on. And there's no bad blood.
Is there any one specific that you would want to?
No, because there's a lot of people. Okay. It's not just one person.
Okay.
I stopped talking to a lot of people, not purposely,
right?
Because I didn't like them. I just I was trying to figure it out. I was so ashamed of my life, because I didn't do what I thought I was going to do, which was.
What does that mean?
What mean?
What were you ashamed of?
I was ashamed that I didn't live up to the potential that I figured out later in life. Meaning, I didn't go to college fresh out of school, or I didn't go learn a trade, or go do something,
I admire Daryl for his tenacity. Just because he didn't figure it out at 18 doesn't mean that it doesn't have value. Yeah. And I applaud you for following your heart and your dreams and never giving up. And you've inspired me. Yeah. So part of the reason I am who I am is because of my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather. But in my recent years, a part of the reason that I am who I am and I can be who I am right now is because you've helped me. And you're welcome. But status doesn't mean status. And I need people to know, I need you to know, and me to know that your value isn't attached. Your value isn't attached to a dollar sign. And we're constantly evolving, and you have never given up. We have never given up. And we will teach our children to never give up. And I think that what our families gave us, what our parents instilled in us, what our surroundings taught us, made us everything we needed to be in this moment. Mm-hmm. It made us everything we needed to be the parents we are to our kids, because they wouldn't be in the place they're in if it wasn't for the place we're in or who we are. So Jackson needed us. We had to do that, but we're back.
Jackson break.
Darren break. Has me being Jackson's or Darren's mom made your love change for me? If how, has it been better, worse? How has it made you view me?
It made me look at you different. Like she's a mother. You know, you're caring. It made me view you you're more of a woman now to me than you ever were. To see you with child, and that's something. Yeah, with child. That's something that's I feel like that's something that's honorable, and it makes me want to step up to the plate and do the right thing. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have anything for me? I view you as a father. It makes you more attractive.
Not riding that minivan though.
It's a family vehicle. But to see how you love your kids, and it's so different. So some days I'm very judgmental. I am working to be a better person, but the person that I'm not and I'm still working on, you get. No one else. So the judgmental person that I still can be, he gets the judgmental person. No one else. So the judgmental me sometimes judges you for being able to just be like, these kids gonna be all right. And I have to be scheduled. I have to know what's going on. I have to be on a routine. But as a father, we always get compliments on when we're at the hospital, and they're like, we don't see many men here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he's their dad. He's supposed to be here. He gets no kudos for that.
Yeah.
But we all should get kudos for that. Yeah. You know,
to us it's the norm because that's how we think, but everybody's not thinking like us.
Right. And everybody doesn't have an us. Like, everybody doesn't have a you, everybody doesn't have a me. And I'm appreciative of the you are.
Yeah.
And we have a great support system too, because we couldn't be who we are without our support. But if you had to name one thing that you wouldn't change about me and our relationship, what would it be?
One thing that I would not change about you and our relationship.
Questions that need answers.
That's just out of the blue. Like, what's something that I wouldn't change? You might as well ask me what's something I would change.
Well, what's something you would change?
Your stubbornness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because that whole being mad for a week, that's too much. That's too much time.
But my stubbornness is...
That's 7 days wasted.
Yeah, but my stubbornness is also how we're here. You know, how our kids are here. That I refuse.
I can agree with that because I'm the same way.
Yeah. So, does it feel like you're looking in the mirror with your stubbornness?
It's different kind of stubbornness. Okay. I'm stubborn as far as staying on task. Your stubbornness is with me when you're mad. That's
I feel like that's situational. Anywho, neither here nor there. Daryl and I often take moments, and even in the hospital, sometimes I feel like we're not connected. And I oftentimes try to find ways to get back connected because we're a great team. Mm-hmm. But as far as a partnership and an intimacy level, I feel like sometimes we fall. You know, and that's part of a relationship. You're up, you're down, you're in and out of love, you know, but
that's any friendship.
Right. Remaining friends is the ultimate key and the ultimate goal.
Relationship.
Right. So, this is something that we practice in the hospital. This is a tool that we use to stay connected. And we're going to play this game with you guys for a second. And
what's the name of the game?
The name of the game is Intimacy. And
her choice.
It's always my choice. Because if we left up to Daryl, all we would play is eating games.
Eat, really?
Or drinking games. Or no games at all. Or just be. So, this card is realness.
You want to real, you getting real.
Stone Cold says so. All right. So, tell me about a time when you didn't feel supported by me.
A time where I didn't feel supported. With these floors.
Oh, gosh. So, come on.
You asked me.
Okay, come on.
That's
elaborate.
The most recent one.
Okay, elaborate.
All right. Keep it short and sweet. We had a flood in our home. I put down laminate floors 5 years ago because Darren in his wheelchair, blah, blah, blah. The floors buckled. Insurance is paying for us new floors. We're trying to decide which floors to get. Whether we're going to get laminate or we're going to get vinyl. Vinyl is more water resistant and it's wear resistant. Whereas laminate is going to buckle like it buckled the last time because it's a paper bag.
People don't know all that.
Okay, anyway, what was the question again?
Tell me about a time when you didn't feel supported by me.
I didn't feel supported because I went in there to go find a vinyl, and you want to ask him why does he like laminate more than like we got this figured out.
Because I like laminate more than vinyl. I don't want vinyl floors, so I didn't want those. Period.
Yeah.
And
but I went
what are we getting now?
And I wanted to go get. What
are we getting now? Tell the people what we're getting.
Laminate.
Yay! So.
Yeah. It's my life.
One. Happy. Want a new one? Okay.
What is your most vivid memory of the first time we met?
The first time that I met, we went ice skating. And I can remember we had talked. And when I saw you, I was like, okay, I am a person that I get bored very easily. And Daryl's a man's man, and I don't know what that, like, and I felt safe. Period.
Well, that's good to know. No, that's good.
If you could see into the future, what's one thing you want to see?
Us happy.
Happiness is a choice.
Yeah. We can be happy in this home. We can be happy in a smaller home, happy in a bigger home. I just want to see us happy.
What does that mean we need to do to ensure that? Because I've been on this journey of happiness is a choice.
Yeah.
So I feel like joy, God gives us joy.
Mm-hmm.
But happiness we create, how could we make sure that we're happy?
Remaining friends when it gets hard. Don't turn on each other. Understand that it's not gonna always be easy. You know,
it's never easy.
Yeah.
I want easy moments.
Yeah.
And one thing I've learned today is just to look for those moments, and they're not always there, but it's all about perception and perspective. And just like you search happy moments, you have to appreciate the moments when they come. And
you gotta create your own happiness too.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I choose happiness. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram. It's called Happiness I Choose. Because I am so serious about this happiness. I really am. I'm so serious about this happiness.
What is your favorite childhood memory?
Oh. Can we do a new one? Because
what's wrong with this one?
It requires me to think too much. And
that, you know what? It may not sound like it, but that's a good thing. That means you have enough happy memories that you don't know which one was the happiest.
Yep, so I got a lot of them. Let's choose another one.
I got a favorite.
That's not your question.
I want to say it though.
Go ahead. So we're skipping you, so I'm getting 2 questions. Go ahead.
One of my favorite childhood memories, my dad used to bring home Pizza Hut pizzas. He used to bring home the thin crust. They were so huge back then, you don't understand. You know, and Pizza Hut don't taste like it used to, too. So.
Tastes good to me. Yeah. Okay, so Pizza Hut, your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And shout out to my dad. He just had his 48th birthday, June 1st.
Oh, really? Happy
birthday, Daryl Taylor Sr.
Okay.
All right.
No.
Kind of.
I have to find. Come on.
What's the angriest you ever felt towards me?
Oh my gosh, the angriest I've ever felt towards you.
So many.
Yeah, I get a lot. I have a lot of. I feel angry when you do not listen to me in vulnerable moments. You tend to only see the male perspective.
Yeah.
And what I need you to be more of is softer. With me, you should be softer, and you feel like you have to be manly in every situation, and you don't handle me like that. Like, you have to have a certain softness. So, my angriest moments tend to be when Daryl be like, "But you're just a woman."
Central. I haven't said that in a long time.
Okay, you said that thing. But this woman is a mama lion.
You are.
And so, I am proud to wear that badge of honor.
You gonna give me counsel because you
don't cancel. It's the truth. It's the truth. I was raised by women, and you were raised by men, and those are 2 totally different situations. Yeah. And I think we can still grow in learning how to be sensitive to both.
So basically, I'm not sensitive enough to your feelings.
Yes.
When they. Yeah.
Okay. I would appreciate a softer side sometimes.
Okay. You're supposed to be picking, right?
No, you're picking because I get 2. So, because you answered mine.
Which one is this?
I mean, you pick. Just pick. Pick. You guys, this really helps us. It makes us vulnerable to ask questions that.
And you're going to think different with this question. Okay. Who do you think the disciplinarian will be between us if and when we have children?
Okay, so I feel like each is different. With Darren, I am more of the disciplinarian because I feel like because of what happened to him and how it happened and you coddle him more, so I have to be more of the disciplinarian. I feel like Jackson, I coddle him more and you're more of the disciplinarian. So I feel like with each kid it's different.
Because Jackson's already And I'm like, Jack, stop.
He's very.
And I tapped that boy's hand and he.
No, you did not.
I sure did. And he hit back.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. And he hit back hard. I'm like, really, dude?
Jackson knows what he wants.
Knows what's going on already.
He's very aware of. Jackson knows what he likes and he knows what he doesn't. Darren they're both very different. They're different kids, you know, and we have to appreciate that. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to do 2 more cards. No. So, this is a Grown People's channel. How many times do you want to be intimate a week? I can answer it for him. As many as the law allows.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Our parents watch this channel. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. What are 3 places in the world you want us to visit together and why? We love to travel.
Yep.
We love to travel. And we love to travel. Mm-hmm.
What's one place you want to get to? I'm a huge historian. I love history. I like learning. I like world history. I'm not just American history. That's basic. I like world history.
Come on, man.
Oh, I don't know. I've always wanted to see the pyramids.
Egypt, okay.
Yeah.
I love the beach.
I love the beach too. But you didn't give a. See, that was a basic answer.
That wasn't a basic answer. It wasn't my question.
Beach. You didn't say which beach.
I want to go to the Maldives and to Bora Bora and to Fiji.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I just answer or you just answered?
We both answered. It don't matter, baby.
So I picked this card. You asked. I asked the question. You guys should practice this as a couple. It challenges us to think outside the box.
Yeah.
It asks questions that we wouldn't normally ask. And it drives creativity. So, it's good exercise.
What is something I could do to make you trust me even more? Like, how much more do you want? What else do I have to do?
I trust you. But I have moments where I feel like I can't be vulnerable with you because it requires tenderness and care.
Yeah.
And you're not the best at tenderness and care. That was really one reason why I wanted to have a daughter, because that would challenge you to be tender.
So that's why you had a boy, because you were more focused on the gender. And I told you don't do it. You did. I didn't do it. I was going to be happy with whatever I
had. What do you wish you knew about me sooner?
Bratty. If I had known you would just be a brat.
I'm not a brat.
Centria.
How dare you? I am not a brat. How am I a brat?
The whole poking your lips out all the time when you're mad.
No, you pout. And our kids pout. And that pouty lip didn't come from me.
We do pout.
Yeah.
But it's more like a jokey pout.
Nah.
Yours is a whole different level of pout.
Okay. Jackson's calling us. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. So, if you've stayed this long, you really love us. Mm-hmm. Because this has went a long time. But I wanted to show the relationship side of us and to celebrate 8 years. Mm-hmm. We did it.
Yep.
You can do it too. And one thing I do want to acknowledge is we didn't start off with God being the center of our marriage. But man, we're there now. Mm-hmm. And I am appreciative of how we've grown together in our relationship with God, mm-hmm. how we've grown separately in our relationship with God, and how we cover each other. Mm-hmm. And because we're that to each other, ourselves and our people, it's now created a ministry that we're able to be open, honest, and transparent. And those are hard things to do. You guys, this is hard to be open, honest, and transparent because everything we've been taught is to not.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and one thing I can say that helped out with making it this long. We've been married for 8 years, but we've been together 9 years. And so one thing that's helped out is me trying to look at her as if she was like a sister, or, you know.
A sister?
What I mean by that is, how would you want somebody to treat your sister?
Okay.
Or how, you know, or treat your mom?
How do you feel like you've done with that?
I've done all right.
On a scale of 0 to 100%, what percentage are you at?
I'm passing.
What does that mean in a level of percentage?
I'm passing.
So you 60%?
60 is not passing.
70%. So you're 70?
Yeah. No, I'm way better than 70. I give myself about a B minus.
Mama, what you giving? Sisters, what you giving?
Cause an A is like kissing butt.
As you should.
No.
No. Okay, let's just be open and honest. You don't have to kiss butt. But I feel like the wife I've been to you, the mother I've been to these kids deserve nothing but respect, honor, and butt kisses.
Exactly. But me, the only thing that brings my points down is my level of being sensitive towards you. So,
and are you committed to work towards that in this next year?
I've been committed since we met.
Are you committed to work towards that?
Are you committed to?
Are you committed to working towards being more sensitive?
That's why I'm just passing and I'm not acing, because I'm not saturated. We don't commit together.
But so I need to be more sensitive to you?
No, you don't have to be more. Look,
so what are you?
Be more understanding.
How?
Understand that I'm not going to be as sensitive as you
want to be. Y'all see how he tried to flip that?
Yep.
Nah. I've been understanding and sensitive for years. Catch up. So, thank you, God. Thank you, viewers. Like, subscribe, share. Get this.
Yeah.
God said no. Daryl's wearing May exclusive of the month. Should we extend May exclusive of the month? Because I really like the shirt.
Yeah.
No? They missed it?
No, you can.
Okay.
You can.
I'm wearing June's exclusive of the month. If you feel like you don't want to purchase merchandise, but you just want to sow a seed, our PayPal will be down below. Both kids are doing well. I'm on the mend. Darren's on the mend. He's smiling. He graduates 5th grade next week, y'all. 5th grade. Oh my gosh.
And one thing else we would like to do, if you guys have if you have a subject you want to talk about, hit us up. Ask us.
Hit us up.
Yeah, we'll talk about it if you guys want to talk about it. It has to be PG though, even though it's a grown folks channel.
Okay. I'm sure people are not going to give us anything excited because we're not those kind of people. This isn't OnlyFans.
Yeah.
This is YouTube. We love you. We're rooting for you, and I know you guys are rooting for us. We're in prayer. We're trying to be the best humans we can be. And
one more thing, you guys pray for one of my co-workers, Justin Kilbrew. He's in the hospital in South Carolina. He was in a bad motorcycle accident during bike week, and just pray for him and his family. You know,
prayers requested.
All right.
Thank you for tuning, for staying to the end, because this is a lot. But relationships are hard, but they're worth it. One question: how do you feel like grieving has affected our relationship?
It's brought us closer.
I'm grieving every day. You're grieving every day, you think?
Yeah, we still grieve.
We're still grieving.
Even you're grieving just the fact that the thought of you having to feed your child through it too, and we've accepted that.
But that doesn't mean that it's okay every day.
You know, and it's so
for now.
Yeah, and it's so awkward because when I talk to somebody about my child, I say, "Oh yeah, my son, he gets fed through a feeding tube," and they're just looking like, "Wow." And it's normal to me, but to somebody else, it's new. You know?
So, shout out to y'all. Shout out to us. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Cheers. 8 down, 8 more to go. If I don't hurt them before then.
Just 8 more? All right.
Short-term goals.
I'm still going to look good after 8.
Dad bod. Mama.
You wrong for that.
Mama has gotten sexy. Okay? Come for me.
Suns out, guns out.
www.guyssaidnollc.com. Tune in for our next YouTube blog. Thank you for the support and continue to support and care for us. We love you.